Hey, everybody, welcome back to this Free Thinking Friday episode of the How Did It Happen podcast. So happy to have you here today. If it's your first time, thank you for joining, and I hope you like this. If you do, please share it, like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you need to do to get this into your feed every week. And if you are back and have been a long-time listener, thank you so much for joining me again today. On these Friday episodes, I do a short solo and I talk about something that has impacted me, something I've become aware of, something that someone shared with me, something I'm thinking about that I think will resonate with you. And I just talk about it. And on Mondays, I do a longer interview conversation type with just a collection of really super successful people. And I get to talk to them about how their success happened and get into the roots of that. Try to really tease that out to find out, so that I can share how it happened. But more than that, why it matters to you and, maybe to the world. And I just I love doing those conversations. I think there's tremendous value in there that you can use in your life to help you get where you want to go, get you past an obstacle, or have you take advantage of an opportunity, or whatever the case may be. So that's what I do on Mondays. This is what I do on Friday. And today I'm going to talk about what matters to you. And this specifically was inspired to me by what I see on social media. So I was on vacation in Italy, and I was walking in the countryside in Tuscany at this place we were staying. I was by myself. I was just walking around, and I came across a farm tractor that had Lamborghini on the side of it. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that Lamborghini started as a agricultural brand. So I didn't know that at the time. I do know that now, but I just thought it was really cool to have this sort of regular looking, not fancy looking at all, farm tractor in the middle of a field that had Lamborghini on the side of it. And so I took a picture of it, or me with it, like, because I was trying to sort of do the Lambo picture, like you see a lot of people taking pictures of themselves with a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something. And I was like, yeah, this is more my speed. This fits me a lot better. Working class. I mean, it had a fancy name on it, but it was working class. And it wasn't anything you would take a picture of yourself with from a showing off perspective. And it got me thinking, most people, they post pictures of themselves with cars like Lambos, like really fancy cars, or expensive ones, or expensive this, or expensive that. And, the notion is that those are the things that only successful people can have. And I talk about success all the time. If you and I talk about that on this podcast all the time, and success means I explore that with people all the time. And it's very, very, very rare. Not like you'd see on social media. It's very rare someone talks to me that's successful about the things they have and how those somehow make them appear successful. Now, maybe outside of the podcast, some people are like that. I don't know. But on social media, there are a lot of people like that. And so when I came across this real beautiful tractor that was definitely not a multi-$100,000 Lamborghini, it made me smile. And if you saw the post, you could see that. And it reminded me really about what matters and what doesn't matter to me. And particularly with everybody that I meet and interact with, and that inspires me and influences me. And so here's what doesn't matter to me. I like the whole morning routine thing, and I like discipline in your life, and I like all of those things. And I think they're super important. And for some people, they matter a lot. But here's what doesn't matter to me. What time you get up, how much weight you can lift, your particular morning routine with all of your whatever you're doing, your evening routine with whatever you're doing, how often you fast, your plane, your boat, your car, your house, your stuff, etc., and or how much any of it costs, your trips, how little time you say you work. A lot of people who say they work very little time and have all this stuff and they're super successful. Maybe not. and how you can make me rich. Because if you're telling me how you can make me rich, I don't know if you're able to make me rich. I get a little skeptical. So like I said, I appreciate those things about you and that they matter to you. I love that. I just don't get much utility from this kind of information. So here's what does matter to me. I am very impacted by learning and inspired by learning what you've done or built, who you've impacted positively, what you learned today, how you've bounced back. I love bounce back stories, like real bounce back stories, not fake bounce back stories, real bounce back stories. Where you're going in life, who you will become. I like that. Who you will become, not who you are, who you will become. Because that's what I'm always thinking about. Who will I become? Who those around you will become? Like who will people become that as a result, at least partially, of being around you? Who can you count on? And who can count on you? Who can count on you? Those are the things, and a lot of others, I'm sure, that matter to me. And I love those things, especially when they're shared humbly. Like they draw me to you. Like, and hopefully that's the same thing. You and me think the same way about that. That draws me to you. I want to know more. I want to participate in your journey. I want to be helped by you, and I want to help you wherever I can. And so what I want to just leave you with today, and whether those things that I say matter to me or don't matter to me are the same things or totally different than what matters to you, it doesn't matter to you. I just want you thinking about what matters and doesn't matter to you, and spend your time on the things that matter to you, and try not to get caught up in all the things that don't matter to you, whether that's comparing yourself to someone else or whether that's bragging about yourself to make yourself feel superior or good or whatever. Or if it's just about what lights you up and how you help other people. It's not for me to decide what's right. I only know what feels right to me. And that's what I am sharing with you today. So hopefully I've made you think about this question, and that's made the time that you've spent with me today exceptionally valuable. If you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, send me a note, give me a review. If you don't, tell me why. Send me a note, give me a bad review, whatever it takes, because I do this for me and I do this for you and me, because I want to have a connection with you. I want to provide value to you, and I want to make a difference in your life. And let me just end by saying, I would love to see you maximize the greatness inside of you today and every day. And I want to see you own your future. Too few people own their futures. I want to see you own your future. I want you to make it your property, and I want you to be so super proud to own it. Hey everybody, thanks for listening to the show. And before you go, I just have 3 requests for you. 1, if you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing or following the podcast on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you're really into it, leave me a review, write something nice about me, give me 5 stars or whatever you feel is most appropriate. Number 2, I've got a book. It's called Ownershift: How Getting Selfish Got Me Unstuck. It's an Amazon bestseller, and I'd love for you to read it or listen to it on Audible or wherever else, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. You can get it everywhere. If you're looking for inspiration that will help you unlock your greatness and potential, order or download it today so that you can have your very own copy. And if you get it, please let me know what you think. Number 3, my newsletter. I do a newsletter every Thursday, and I talk about things that are interesting to me, and or I give more information about the podcast and the podcast guests that I've had and the experiences that I've had with them. You can sign up for the podcast today at my website, which is my name, MikeMalatesta.com. You do that right now, put in your email address, and you'll get the very next issue. The newsletter is short, thoughtful, and designed to inspire, activate, and maximize the greatness in you.